Are you having a hard time figuring out what to get Dad for Father's Day? Shop now at sportshistorynetwork.com/row1 and save 15% off your order when you check out Row 1 Brand's Vintage Sports Pictorium Gallery. They have America's best sports art. With over 7,200 historic sports prints, you're assured to find something unique for Dad this Father's Day. If he's an NFL buff, check out the 1963 vintage NFL helmet poster. Shop now at sportshistorynetwork.com/row1.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Yesterday's Sports on the Sports History Network. From 1976 to 1978, the New York Yankees won 3 American League Pennants and 2 World Series. They got back to the series in 1981, but wouldn't return again until 1996. 1979 didn't go as planned for the defending champions. The Yankees traded relief pitcher Sparky Lyle during the offseason, an exchange they soon regretted. The other reliever, Rich Goose Gossage, broke the thumb on his pitching hand while fighting with teammate Cliff Johnson and missed the first 2 months of the season. After 65 games, the team's record stood at 34-31, and owner George Steinbrenner fired manager Bob Lemon, replacing him with former manager Billy Martin. The Yankees turned things around, going 55-40 under Martin, and finishing the season with an 89-71 record. But it wasn't good enough. The Yankees finished the year 13.5 games behind the division-leading Baltimore Orioles. Tommy John, who signed during the offseason from the Dodgers, led the pitching staff with 21 wins. John, along with Ron Guidry, Reggie Jackson, and Greg Nettles, made the All-Star team. While not reaching the postseason was disappointing, it paled in comparison to the team's sadness about losing their teammate, Thurman Munson, who died in a plane crash in August. By the start of the 1980 season, many of the players on the World Championship squads of 1977 and 78 were no longer with the team, including Munson, Chris Chambliss, Mickey Rivers, Roy White, Catfish Hunter, and Sparky Lyle. The Yankees also had a new manager in Dick Howser. Despite all the changes, the Yankees finished the season with the best record in the major leagues, posting a 103-59 record. Tommy John, Goose Gossage, Willie Randolph, Bucky Dent, Reggie Jackson, and Greg Nettles made the All-Star team. But the team didn't play up to expectations in the American League Championship Series and were swept by the Kansas City Royals 3-0. The Yankees bolstered the team during the offseason by signing All-Star Dave Winfield from San Diego Padres. Once again, the Yankees had a new manager in Gene Michael, but Michael didn't last the season, and former field boss Bob Lemon took over in early September. The Bronx Bombers got off to a good start in 1981 with a 34-22 record, but a players' strike began on June 12th, resulting in canceling 50 games. The season resumed on August 10th, but the Yankees struggled, winning only 25 of the remaining 51 games. Winfield proved his worth by hitting .294 with 13 home runs and 68 RBIs. Those were solid numbers, considering he only played 105 games. Winfield and Reggie Jackson, Bucky Dent, Willie Randolph, Goose Gossage, and Ron Davis made the All-Star team. due to the strike-shortened season, 4 teams from each league qualified for postseason play instead of the usual 2 teams. The Yankees barely qualified, finishing the year with a .551 winning percentage, 1 percentage point ahead of the Detroit Tigers. They faced the Milwaukee Brewers in the first round of the playoffs and won a tough 5-game series, 3-2. Next up was the Oakland A's, managed by former Yankee skipper Billy Martin. It was no contest as New York swept Oakland, outscoring the A's 20-4. The victory earned the Yankees their 4th American League pennant in 6 years. By advancing, the Yankees met a familiar foe, the Los Angeles Dodgers, a team they played in 3 of the 5 previous series. The Yankees had a history of defeating the Dodgers in World Series play, going back to 1941. The 2 teams had met each other 10 times in the World Series, with the Yankees winning 8 times. It looked like history would repeat itself when the Yankees took the first 2 games, holding Los Angeles to just 3 runs total. But the Dodgers came roaring back to win the next 4 games and claim the World Championship. Owner George Steinbrenner heavily criticized Dave Winfield for his 1-for-22 performance in the series. With opportunity lost, the Yankees wouldn't be regular attendees in the October Classic for many years, and the Bronx Bombers didn't make it back until 1996. That's a story for another time. Hope you enjoyed the podcast, and God bless.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
At the Sports History Network, we're all about sports yesteryear, and so we're so pleased to introduce you to Row One, an online memorabilia gallery and shop that brings you sports history to life anywhere. The Row One gallery includes over 5,200 gorgeously reproduced prints of team posters, game program covers, game tickets, advertisements, and more in baseball, pro and college football, pro and college basketball, and more. And any gallery item may be printed in a variety of sizes on wood, metal, canvas, acrylic, or poster paper. And in Row One shop, check out the thousands more of unique items with the retro and historical designs dating back to 1876, including t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, phone cases, mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com, ROW1, for access to the full Row One catalog and for gallery prints and gift items, plus get a 15% discount off all prints on the Row One Pictorium Gallery with coupon code SHN15. Follow the link on the show notes.